What's up everyone, it's Kadi with MoneyVest. So in this video, I wanted to go over a complete magnificent 7 technical analysis in this video. We're gonna reduce and not do analysis on Apple and Google because I've got specific trade ideas videos coming out on those two companies. That's gonna be available for all the members actually on YouTube, so all the subscribers. And just to give you a little bit of an idea on what we like to focus on when we are looking at tradable opportunities in the market. So that's gonna be available for all the subscribers, but there will be members only specific videos with more trade ideas in the month of March as well. So just to give you an idea on what it actually looks like, so you can of course take advantage of those tradable investable opportunities as well. As I mentioned before in my previous videos, my goal here on this channel is to bring you the highest quality opportunities, both from a fundamental technical analysis standpoint, both from an investing and tradable standpoint as well. So that's what I'm here to do. I'm basically your eyes and ears on the market to bring you the best opportunities here. So hope you all enjoy this video and find it helpful. Make sure that you drop a like and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Again, links to our Discord and Patreon is going to be down below if you're interested in joining us, and of course getting access to all the members only private videos, including all the Discord channels, the trade alerts, like I said, of course the trade ideas, including options alerts and investing and tradable opportunities as well as our MoneyVest.com website that's going to be launching very, very soon. So this right here is going to be the S&P 500. Now this is the weekly time frame. We've already gone over this chart multiple times, so we don't have to spend too much time on this, but this is where we are. We're kind of hitting the higher high inside this uptrending channel. So this has really been the overall trend for the S&P 500, and you'll notice the RSI right now 75. MACD also overbought, and so is the price action, trading pretty much at an all-time high with the doji candle last week. There is potential for that, maybe that potential downside here that could happen for S&P, but of course nobody really knows. But we have seen that higher low multiple times for S&P 500. So those right there are going to be some levels to keep in mind. Of course, if it does end up, let's say, selling off, that's going to be that first area of support at around 4,800. There's going to be some more support here. The shorter time frames you go to, the more supports you're going to find at multiple levels, but a much stronger area of support is going to be sitting right over there at 4,800, kind of in line with that previous resistance that we have gone rejected at a couple times. Now, this right here is going to be the percentage of stocks trading above or below their certain moving averages. And right now, that 200 SMA on the NASDAQ, we are sitting at over 61%. Still, majority of stocks trading above their 200 simple moving average, kind of in line with what we have already seen in the past. A couple of times we got up to that 60, 70% level. We have seen pullbacks in the market, so that is very, very common. You can see that over here. You can see that over here. You can see multiple times over here, multiple times over here. So every time we've kind of gotten up to that level, we have pulled back. A reasonable average to consider is around that 34 to 42% mark. So that is a very, very important level. So if you do end up, let's say, NASDAQ stocks do see a correction, do see a pullback, that would be the level to keep in mind, a short shot place to start dollar cost averaging a little bit more aggressively. And that is where I would be, like I said, deploying more cash back into the markets here. This right here, percentage of stocks trading above their 200 SMA as a whole. So collectively, all stocks in the market, not just the NASDAQ or the S&P. And you'll notice that once again, every time we get up to this red rectangle, get up to these levels, we have seen drops, we have seen pullbacks in the stock market, and of course in individual stocks here as well, as we have of course come down multiple times. So this is not anything that's surprising to us. We've seen this happen over and over and over again. Even more recently, we saw that happen over here. And if we do end up seeing that once again, this would be a more normalized level at around 34 to 35% level. And that is going to be in line with this sort of green line where we have, again, validated a couple times in the past, validated here. That was a previous resistance, validated over here. That was a support for the markets as well. But of course, pure buying opportunity. So pure buying. No, that's not a heart. Maybe there is a heart right here. So there's a big heart here because we are looking at buying opportunities for the market. So this is what we love. This is what we want to see in the market, is this green rectangle. We're looking at under 20 to as low as 11% level for this index. This is S&P 500 now. So S&P 500 stocks trading above or below their moving averages. And once again, you'll notice that we are at over 76, 75%. Similar to what we have already seen in the past. Again, this right here is going to be that level. This right here is also going to be that level. And support level is going to stay put at 37, 38% here, kind of in line with this previous level as we have already witnessed. So there's basically going to be 3 levels to watch. 1, 2, and 3 over here. The more we get down, the bigger the deals and the bigger the discounts and the bigger the buying opportunities will be. So always remember, as a buyer, as an investor, you always want to be paying the lowest price possible. It's kind of funny because I'm negotiating on a real estate deal right now. And of course, I'm trying to negotiate a lower price for this very specific deal, and kind of going back and forth with the buyer, with the seller actually, and we'll kind of working out the different variables and different analysis that we are putting in place. But the bottom line is you want the biggest discount, you want the biggest deal that you can actually get for that particular asset or stock or investment or whatever that is you're investing in. So the lower we come down to, the lower this metric gets, the bigger the deals will be, the bigger the discounts will be. This right here is the NASDAQ. So QQQs also overbought at over 69, almost 70 RSI. MACD also overbought here on the weekly time frame. This is the overall uptrend of higher highs and higher lows. So we're still within the context of this uptrend here. And we're not quite hitting this higher high yet, but this is going to be that higher low, also aligned with this previous resistance. And that's going to be sitting roughly in the 400s, low 400s for QQQs. And for the NASDAQ, I believe that's going to be roughly around the 15.5 or 15 levels on the NASDAQ composite. And now this is going to be the S&P again. We've already covered this, overbought RSI, MACD, and the price itself. Now coming over to individual stocks, like I said, I'm going to skip over Apple and Google because that is going to be on a separate video. Amazon trading inside this uptrend, a very nice consistent uptrend. Support level is going to stay put at 145, 148. That's going to be a much stronger, much better area of support. Maybe there's another support sitting right over here for us at around $160, $159 in line with this previous support level that we validated. And Amazon continues to kind of power through. And next resistance target is going to be at closer to $188, close to $190 per share with a very overbought RSI and MACD on the weekly time frame. So just got to be super careful for Amazon at these prices. Tesla starting to break down from this lower high and lower low pattern, getting rejected at this resistance. So this right here is the resistance that we talked about in our previous video. Support level is going to stay put at 177, 176. Of course, if you do end up, let's say, seeing a breakdown further, next support is going to be down to $154 per share for Tesla as well. So previous support level, next support is going to be in line with this level here, close to 150s for Tesla. Talking about Microsoft here. And Microsoft also consolidating sideways. So what we have really witnessed is just a massive amount of increase in the price itself. Very nice higher highs over here. Very nice consistent higher highs and higher lows. It didn't quite get up to that higher high. Of course, it kind of traded in a much more narrow, much more shorter uptrend here, as you can see. And right now, just consolidating sideways. So there is possibility, considering how strong that momentum is, there is a possibility for us to see that breakout even further after this consolidation. So this is a potential bull flag formation here, and it breaks out to, let's say, 420s, 430s, in the future. But as I've said before, the valuation is a little bit more on the expensive side. If you do end up, let's say, coming down, very strong supports sitting at 350s to 365 for Microsoft. Talking about NVIDIA now. NVIDIA here, a little bit of a inverted hammer candle on the weekly time frame. So it's got to be super careful with this. Of course, we are overbought on the RSI extremely on the weekly time frame at almost 90, and so is the MACD. So just got to be extremely careful with where the price is, and support level is going to stay put at $500 down to $400 per share for NVIDIA. Talking a little bit about Meta platforms, and Meta also continues to charge higher with a little bit of a doji candle and lots of consolidation. Support level is going to stay put at 454 down to 350s. So this right here, actually, you know what? I'm going to remove everything. I'm going to start fresh and do a very simple analysis for all of you. Very important support here at 386. This is exactly where we broke out of with this massive candle after the earnings, and since then we've just been drifting higher. So if you come over to the daily chart, you'll notice that there is a negative divergence with some very, very short uptrend here. So the moment Meta starts to kind of break down below this support, there's possibility for us to fill this gap lower down in the 380s. That's the only support level that I want you guys to watch right now for Meta, in the 380s. So we covered Tesla, we covered Microsoft, we covered Amazon, we covered Meta, we covered NVIDIA. So that's your magnificent 5 companies here. Like I said, Apple and Google, I'll be covering in a more separate, more detailed analysis and video. So hope you all enjoyed this video. And I already did cover the fundamentals on a lot of these companies. We did a comparable analysis on these stocks. So definitely do check that out as well. Make sure that you drop a like, subscribe to the channel. Links to our Discord and Patreon is going to be down below. As always, happy investing, and I'll see you all in the next video.